What is going on YouTube? Hayden back with another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to continue from where we left off yesterday, discussing XRP. You can see we've now pretty much as of yesterday, we kind of tweaked the charts just a little bit to include some new technical indicators here. XRP is like on the edge of its seat, ready and willing to pop to the upside here. That's what we're looking for. We've just been constantly tweaking these charts over and over and over again to include some sort of supports, to include some sort of resistances, and at some point soon, very soon, we are going to see the results of this, and hopefully it's a break. And it really at this point doesn't even matter which direction we move to, because it will inevitably come with extreme volume, which is what we're expecting here, and it's either going to dump us and we'll be able to get in on that ride, or it'll explode to the upside here. More than likely a correction though, but regardless, we'll be able to get in on that trade and either short it or long to the downside extremely easily, and that is what I am most excited for. Now, it's not just XRP that we do need to look at here. We're also looking at Solana, which, as you can see, as of yesterday, just had a major pump to the upside here. This also opens up opportunities now to short as well. It's almost like every crypto, for the most part, is showing eager signs of correction here across the board. We're looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the stock market as well. Stock market surprisingly went up even higher yesterday, so I will be checking out my positions after this video. That is crazy here, but we are due. Like I said, I thought we would slowly creep up even higher, but we've been on a very nice, run to the upside here, that we are going to have to start heading back down, hopefully just this yellow band, and then we can pump even higher, and this little dip to the downside will lower ourselves maybe back down to 50 on the RSI, and then we'll have more room to head even higher up. So I'm very excited to see the results of that. Anywho, with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, as you guys know, I said I would be home on Friday. That is still the plan, but Florida is now in a state of emergency for another hurricane right over where I live, so it'll be interesting to see how this works out here. Hopefully, everything will still be on course. If not, I will probably have to get home on Saturday. So far, so good. The Delta, the airplane has not changed my flight, but it is always a possibility, especially, how how fragile these hurricanes are, always changing, always moving. Nobody knows exactly what is going to happen, how sporadic they are. So I'll keep you guys updated, but ideally, probably new uploads starting Saturday back in the normal office here. Otherwise, Friday, I'll probably be recording here, but I'll keep you guys posted. Anywho, BYDFI is doing, as I've said before, new promotions here for this month here. So BYDFI is having a 10 to 80% deposit rebate reward, which is super cool. Basically, a way to get free bonus money, free crypto. You get your money back, as well as VIP2 status for October and a $100 USDT bonus in free cryptocurrency. So make sure to check all this out with the link down in the description below. Also, moving forward, we will be talking about BYDFI a little bit later on and how they are giving over 2K in free rewards, but that is later in the video here. Anywho, you can see we left off basically talking about look at this now, and it's pretty much been this over the past 2 days, but you can slowly see how these charts have been changing. We've been slightly tweaking the XRP charts here. You can see how we started a couple of days ago here. I mean, we've had these going back much longer in the past year, but we've been adjusting the charts to accommodate for what exactly is happening on XRP. And you can see this formation, we've now kind of teeter-tottered it a little bit to include it. And regardless, we are coming to an endpoint here, which is exciting if you ask me. We're still trading at 50 on the Fear and Greed Index, so plenty of room to see that movement here. Only 0.4% of a movement today, but you can see we did have like a small run a couple of days ago here, maybe in the beginning of this week, and that's why we're up 14, 10, 16, 3, 15%, 19% compared to the past year. But as of the past couple of days, we are just floating sideways, trading sideways, not really seeing much movement at all. And the goal is that eventually we'll be able to, start to break out of that. Or what's most likely going to happen is we are going to correct to the downside here. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are pretty much at their end. You can see within XRP here that we are also filling in this gap. And this is really what we're going to have to talk about. As we are consolidating in here, more than likely we are going to come to an endpoint and need to make a decision, and it's more than likely going to break us down, but it's beyond just XRP. Almost all these cryptocurrencies look like they are showing signs of correction before we see any sort of major movements. And that's kind of what I want to go over and explain to you right now. You can see within XRP specifically, if we jump to the weekly here, you'll notice how we're more overvalued, not necessarily overbought, but we're kind of overextended in a sense where we're up at a point where every time we've hit this point in the past year, it's always ended us with correction here. You can see each time since back in 2023, correction. And I don't think this time around is going to be any different. You can see how many weeks we've been retesting this major resistance. So more than likely it is going to lead with a correction to the downside here. We're inside a descending fractal. These do have bearish tendencies, but at the end of it, it would inevitably break up. Whether that happens now or we correct then see the breakout is up for debate. But for right now, trading at about 56, 54 on the relative strength indicator, we have a 3-week rally here, which is typically the length of time we've had. 3 weeks, correct, 3 weeks, correct, 3 weeks. Looking for that correction, moving average, downtrend, price ceiling, like everything looks for correction here. But as we zoom in, you can see, so weekly, we look bearish. You can see here, jumping even forward here, we had this descending fractal that broke us bullish here. We, jumped in on this rally here. Like we knew that this breakout was going to come. You can see how we've tracked it. We saw that breakout, we bought in, and then we've been on this rally to the upside here. But since then, we've just been kind of stagnating at this moving average here, building up pressure, and I think it's going to dump. I think it's filling up like a big pot at those water parks, and then it just dumps on everybody's head. It's building up all that water, building up all that volume, and then dump. We're going to see that correction here because we have resistance, and the resistance will most likely reject. You can see this downtrend here, correction, and will fall. And these typically have a bearish pattern as well. Then we jump to like the 4-hour, and things get even clearer. Yes, we're above moving average. Things look all right, but you can see as we're filling in this gap, getting constricted, decision. Most likely a dip, a dump, a correction to the downside is what is inevitably going to happen here. That's what we're expecting to see take place. And that's where I would expect to see this correction happen. And that's what you guys have to pay the most attention to, because when this dump happens, hopefully you'll be able to get in, buy in long, and then short it to the downside here, which is very exciting. I mean, obviously it sucks that we're going to dump, but it is still profit that we'll be able to make, obviously, on BYDFI, because BYDFI offers XRP to leverage trade. You can see right here, we have XRP pulled up here. Buy long, sell short, take profits, create stop losses, stop limit orders, market orders, everything you'd want on an exchange offered on BYDFI, including 2 of these very unique perks. As I mentioned earlier today, that you can earn over 2K aside from what they're offering here. You can see right here, you can earn over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency. Link is down in description, like I said, but once you sign up, you click on any of these, it's completely free to sign up. You can earn tons of free rewards, which is insane. And then you can kind of collect all these rewards, accumulate them, and then when you're ready, you can trade with them live, basically trading with BYDFI's money, and then whatever you earn profit-wise off of it, you can withdraw out of the exchange to your Coinbase. Simple as that. There's no trading fees, no spot trading fees going on too, which is epic. That is a blessed feature. I'm so happy that they've offered that. They also have a demo account you can see here. 50K in Monopoly money to test your skills. You can use this to practice leverage trading. They have XRP right here as well to practice demo trading XRP. Not many exchanges offer XRP to demo trade. Practice your skills, get familiar with the exchange, then click live, and you'll be able to trade around with that bonus money for free. Anywho, moving forward from BYDFI and XRP. So why I believe this is due to correct. It's also in sync with the other cryptocurrencies. Solana is doing the same exact thing. We have this beautiful symmetrical triangle filling in the gap, correcting to the downside here. And more than likely, what we are going to expect to see happen is rejection off this price ceiling. You can already see we consolidated in it today. Resistance. And this is by no means a surprise. Every single time we hit this price ceiling, we fall. Hit the price ceiling, fall. Hit the price ceiling, fall. And more than likely, that same pattern is going to take place today as we are building something much greater. And we're going to fill in this gap and trade sideways. You can see right here that we are consolidating, filling in this gap as well on the weekly charts. And this inevitably should hopefully break us to the upside. So as you can see here, as we fill in this gap, we are forming a much larger weekly symmetrical triangle. And that's really the main focal point of the Solana chart today, and that is because with this consolidation here, as we consolidate lower, you can see what we are starting to form. You can see how the peaks become smaller, but they're all inevitably within the symmetrical triangle. Lower highs, filling in this gap, lower highs, same kind of low or higher lows at some point here, but we are constricting. Volume is slowly teetering down, just kind of like this. And at some point, we are going to come to an end point here, and a decision is going to have to be made. And hopefully, for Solana's sake, it's bullish, because typically how we enter is how we exit. So Solana has major potential for a rally, but short-term correction. Same thing with XRP. Ethereum here, it's a little wonky. Like I said, back burner. Good chance we're going to correct. Bitcoin, good chance we'll correct if all the other ones are doing so. And then with the stock market here, just heading up higher, I also think we're due for a little bit of correction before we head up higher. Anywho, that is it for today's video. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.